everybody, this is Khalees. Welcome to my lounging series, Lounging in Lingerie, or I'm not sure what else I might call this. Maybe philosophy on the sofa? I'm not sure yet, but I just want to share a few thoughts. And it's getting a bit late and I'm getting a little bit tired, so I'm just gonna lie here and relax while I have a little chat to you about some subjects that come to mind. Things that come up quite regularly for me. For example, sometimes when people are coming to have a session, there's this sense of anxiety or excitement, anticipation, so to speak. And normally, this anticipation sometimes it creates all sorts of accidents, or people get sick right before the session, or some other family emergency happens, and it seems like whether it's true or not that they're actually telling me the truth, that actually doesn't matter so much, because sometimes these things actually do happen. But why are they happening? Basically, if you have an excitement about something coming up, so if you're going to have a session, obviously you're excited because you're going to go into surrender, you're going to go explore something you haven't tried before, you're going to let go of some control, you don't know what's going to happen, so you may have asked for your desires and your fetishes and your fantasies, but you still don't know exactly how I'm going to put it together. So of course there's a little bit of anticipation, a little bit of nerves before the session, and this is a form of stress. It's an anticipation, but it's a form of stress. It's positive stress because it's exciting, but it's still a form of stress. There's still a certain sense of mild fear. So if something is exciting and scary at the same time, it's a sign that it's something that is going to grow you, it's something that is going to help you evolve. Yeah, and still your body wants you to be in your comfort zone, because the comfort zone is the safety, is where you're not going to change, where you're not going to grow, but you're going to survive, and you're going to be in homeostasis. You're going to be as you are right now. And normally the body and the mind wants to keep things stable. It's our sense of survival. It's our sense of we don't want to change things. We don't want to rock the boat, right? But that can also become stagnant and boring, and you can feel a sense of being stuck. So this sensation of doing something exciting that gets you out of your comfort zone, or staying in your comfort zone stagnation, these are two opposing forces, and they're going to pull against each other. So what happens when you are into this form of stress? Your body and your mind are trying to keep you back into your comfort zone. So you attract all sorts of challenges. It's almost like your body is looking for a way for you to not go there. So you might get sick, you might, just subconsciously make certain choices that will get you to trip or do something else and hurt your foot, or other situations that you will attract into you. So this is a form of resistance to change, a resistance to going into the things that you really want to do, but it's kind of bringing you down and stopping you. So what do you do? Basically, what I invite you to do, if you are feeling a sense of excitement and fear at the same time, and this can be for sessions or it can be for other things. So lessons from the dungeon. Lounging lessons, that's the name of the series. I knew it would come to me. So what do? First thing, you want to acknowledge that it's there. If you feel this fear, if you feel this anticipation, this excitement, this nervousness, accept that it's there, recognize it, see it. See it for what it is. Don't try to mask it. Don't try to run away from it. You don't have to be all perfect and no, I'm fine, I'm good. No, I can handle this. Just accept that you have a little bit of vulnerability coming up. It's totally fine and normal. And it's actually a sign that you're human and that you are a normal person, that you want to grow, you want to expand. But bring it back to the body. Try not to be in the mind, because in the mind you'll go around and around and around and around in circles, and all this stress, and it'll just escalate the stress. So first thing you're going to do, can you have a guess? Breathe. So take a breath, feel into that resistance, feel into that fear. Don't try to change the fear. Don't try to change the resistance. Don't try to push against it. Just feel it. Recognize that it's there. Make room for it. And say, yeah, I feel that I have a resistance to it. I recognize it. I know that it's there. And don't try to do anything about it at first. Just feel it and recognize it and breathe into it. You can do that for a day or so and just see how it changes your anxiety. Sometimes just recognizing that it's there makes it dissipate and be not so scary anymore. Just recognizing the resistance. What they say, what you resist persists. So don't resist it. Acknowledge and surrender to it. This is your first step, your first lesson in Tantric domination. Even before coming to the session, right? You're having this opportunity to explore the sense of surrendering to your own resistance to coming into the session. Once you've acknowledged it, if it's still there, face it. Recognize that it's there, but then face it. Yes, I am going ahead with the session. I am going to go do this. And this is one of the reasons why I always take a deposit before the session, because that gives you that extra bit of incentive to make sure that you come to the session. So if you have paid the deposit for the play space, for example, you've already made that deposit and it's non-refundable. So you're now like, oh shit, now I made the deposit, now I really need to go. So the resistance is not so strong. You kind of have to, you kind of made a commitment to yourself. When you make a commitment, and normally when there's a little bit of money involved, that commitment becomes stronger, and then these resistant pieces and these anxiety things and these cold feet at the last minute don't get you so strongly. So basically, this is the part that I recognize. I just wanted to make sure that I had everything for my notes. I want to give you all the lesson, all the parts of the lessons. If you feel resistance when you're coming into a session, or if you're going to do something else, it could be a job interview, it could be going to a date, it could be many other things. And if you notice that something that you're excited about and all these things happen, you get asked to be, called into work late, or someone from your family needs your help, or one of your friends is in dire straits, has some sort of drama that you have to attend to, or your dog gets sick, or all these different things come up when you're facing something that, it's coming up to you. So recognize those things, but recognize the resistance, because sometimes when you actually accept the resistance, these things tend to solve themselves. At least test that. Test it for yourself and see what happens. Observe it like a scientific experiment. If it doesn't work and you have the resistance, you can't get out of the situation, it is what it is. But just check it. Check it if it makes a difference. And if you find any changes in your life from these lessons, write it down in the comments, because I really want to learn from you if these lessons are actually adapting to you and applying to you or not. If you don't want to write it on the comments, you can send me a private message. Yes? All right, this was Lounging Lessons. So enjoy, and I will see you next time. Remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. All right, take care. This is Khalees Mercury. See you next time.